there is this saying that I heard on NPR that servicemen and women use called, oh God, I just forgot what it was called. Damn it, I did. Oh, embrace the suck. It's called embrace the suck. Now, that's a very interesting, I don't think they even maybe realize it's a very Buddhist term, because embracing the suck basically just means, I love that word, embrace. You cannot deny what is. From a Buddhist perspective, suffering is created by denying what is. So we have these ideas and expectations of life, right? And then there's reality. And then our expectations do not match with reality, and we suffer because of it, because we think that our life should be looking like these expectations. The transformative aspect in the work, which is really work, meaning moments, is total immersion and non-denial of the moment. There's science behind it now too. Not just a Buddhist perspective, the science of a more joyous, fulfilled, expressed, creative life. So I think it's interesting that more and more in different ways we're hearing the same thing. So they're talking about embrace the suck. When they are, listen, fighting in the Iraq desert or in Afghanistan, there's nothing that they can not do except embrace what's right in front of them. Because it's a life or death situation. But here in our culture, we have a really skilled way of disconnecting from the things that suck. We avoid it, we deny it, we shut it down, we run away from it, we put our heads in the sand, we procrastinate, we prolong it. And part of it, what makes me interesting is, why do human beings want to prolong that which sucks? It's sort of counterintuitive, but I think you all can relate. Why do you prolong the stuff that sucks in your life? Because when you prolong that which sucks, it just gets suckier. However, there's science that shows why. I talk about it all the time. It's just simply the neuroplasticity of your brain that creates neural grooves that are habits. That's all they are. They are habits that get rebooted, and in the long term, the habits make you feel alienated, stuck, insecure, anxious, scared, lonely, removed, apart, right? Those things that don't feel good. But because they're habituated, it's very scary to reboot, create a new neural groove, which requires stepping into the unknown. Right? Makes perfect sense. So here comes this next quote. The amazing poet David Whyte says, anyone or anything that does not make you fully alive is too small for you. Anyone or anything that does not make you fully alive is too small for you. I'll say it a third time. Anyone or anything that does not make you come fully alive is too small for you. So, how are you playing small? Well, a lot of it is, self-inflicted smallness. So, 2 weeks ago, I wasn't here last week, 2 weeks ago I talked about paradigm shifts. It's a huge thrust of the work, you guys know that, about changing your IBM hardware to Mac, right? So changing paradigms. A lot of it is self-inflicted based on the thoughts that you think by these paradigms being rebooted. Toxic thoughts that you get conditioned to believe and you pitch out over and over again. But also in actions and non-action, like, okay, maybe you're drinking too much and you know, but you're not doing something about it. There are no judgments here. I have no judgments about any of this stuff. All this is just awareness-based. Or you watch too much porn, or you're smoking too much pot, or you're staying out partying late and you're waking up every morning feeling like I need to get going with my life, but you're not because you repeat the same behavior over and over again. It's just habituated, people. Or you want to call your sister because you have a disagreement with her and you want to tell her something, but you don't. Or you've known for 6 months that your boyfriend or your girlfriend is cheating on you, but you don't do anything about it. Yes? So we don't actually take action to move beyond the things that make us feel small. So that's what we're going to do right now. So take out a piece of paper and pen, or your phone. It's going to take 2 minutes. Just quickly, write down 5 things. They can be represented in a person, something you're telling yourself, an experience, a job, a relationship, the business.
5 things that are keeping you.
5 things, someone, anyone or anything that makes, anyone or anything that doesn't make you fully alive is too small for you. What is in your life that's not making you fully alive? Come on, we have many of them.
So it can be a belief? Or
yes, it can be a belief, it can be a paradigm, it can believe,
it can be a person?
It can be a person. What'd you say?
Easy.
Yes, this is radical the way we work here. Radical. Shh. Sam, choose a number between 1 and 5.
You want it out loud?
Yeah.
3.
3. Okay, everybody, you're all going to tackle number 3 on your list this week. Yeah.
Aww.
Yes. Now, here's the thing. So here's the thing.
Oh, crap.
You know, I didn't give this lesson last night, but somebody, weirdly enough, I kind of mentioned that quote. And he said, oh my God, it's kind of what I'm going through in my job. Now listen, I'm just going to end with this. I'm not advocating getting a divorce. I'm not advocating quitting your job. I'm not advocating, I mean, sometimes, yes, I do. The work does kind of do that. The first step about anything is awareness, because you can't be in denial about it. That's how you heal through it. You're only as sick as your secrets. So that's the first thing. You got to take it out into the light. And then the second thing is just going to communicate it in a way that works for you. Communication creates change. That's important. So this guy was talking about a job. So I was like, well, you're going to have to figure out for yourself, in the silence for yourself, what are boundaries for you that are going to work or not work, and then you're going to work towards communicating that. I'm not saying go in and quit something that is bringing you your money right now, okay? I don't know. But if you're with somebody who's two-timing you, why are you, like, staying in it? I mean, it does require some... You know, weirdly, as a last coda, because I'm looking at Barbara. Barbara and I just were having a tea, and weirdly enough, she and I were talking about something, because I met with Jenna when I was in London, and we were just talking about stuff. And Barbara just said, oh my God, all the things you just told me were things that I knew. Like, she knew I was going to say it. She's known it herself. She just hasn't acted on it. See, I have no judgments about it. So amazing. You all know these things. You all have an internal... You all have an internal guidance system. You do. I'm just forcing you to act on it. You got to act on it a little bit more. So by next week, I'd like to see some sort of movement in number 3. That's all we're dealing with. The third one on your list. Got it? Blame Sam if you don't like number 3. Okay? That's all I have.